Well, first, before starting, my name is Tatiana. For those who do not know me and it's the first time here, so my name is Tatiana, and welcome to this English session. Today, let me show you. To start, we are going to do this. The sentence says, what is the correct sentence? What is the correct sentence? Yeah. And there it says, I don't have a car, but I really want one. So in these situations, let me show you. According to this context, what do you think is the other sentence that she says? After saying, I really want one, what is the other sentence that she can say? A. I wish I have a car. B. I wish I had a car. C. I wish I will have a car. And D. I wish I having a car. Only one of the four options we have there is correct. The others are wrong, completely wrong, incorrect. The option, the sentence that is correct, check that all of them, all of the options start with I wish. I wish, I wish, I wish. And the correct option here is the B, the second one. I wish I had a car. So she says, I don't have a car. Maybe she's tired. She's tired riding her bicycle. Yeah. And for a moment, she says, I don't have a car, but I really want one. I wish I had a car. This is the thing that we're going to learn today. We're gonna learn this and remember first that the other options are wrong. Grammatically wrong. Okay, good. So we're gonna learn I wish today to express desire. To express desire, strong desire, in English, we have two ways. We say, I wish, or if only. These are some ways to express desire in English. I wish, if only. Today we're going to see examples, practice with these two options. I wish, if only. There are many ways. Let's start, for example, with I wish. And later in the second part of this English section, we will see and we will practice if only. Okay? So let's start first in the first part of this session, English session, with I wish. Something important to know is that there are many ways. I mean, we can use I wish in many different conjugations to express desire. But everything or all depends on the kind of desire you want to express. For example, today we will learn to express desire about the present using I wish. We can use I wish to express desire about many different things. Other people's behaviors, for example, other people's behavior, things that happened in the past, etc. Later, we will learn that. For today, we will learn this, how to express desire about the present. That's the objective, our objective for today. Okay, so here we have the structure that we use with I wish. I wish, subject plus past simple conjugation. And remember, this structure, this conjugation with I wish, we use it when we talk about a present situation, something that happens in the present. That's very important to understand, to consider. Something that happens in the present, okay? So when we talk about a present situation, but we imagine that differently. We say, I want this to be different. I want this, or I like this to change. Okay, so we say that. For example, before there was a woman riding her bicycle, maybe going to school, going to work, going somewhere. And she said, oh, I don't have a car. I really want one. I wish I had a car. So she was expressing desire about a present situation. Let's continue. Here, the next part of this is, remember, the conjugation is in past simple. So let's see some examples in affirmations, in negations, and also in questions. So pay attention and read the examples carefully, correct? So it says, affirmative, I wish I had more free time. I wish I had more free time. What is the reality for this person that is saying this? This person doesn't have much free time, is probably busy all the time, working and doing other stuffs. So this person says, I wish I had more free time. I had past simple. Example in negation. In negation, we say, I wish I didn't have so much homework. I wish I didn't have. It is in negation, didn't have so much homework. And let me show you now some examples in questions. However, I wanted to include this example here, okay? But just to show you, how can be a question with this, but it is not very common. There I included less common, yes, in parentheses, because we usually use I wish, this structure, I wish, phrases like this, in affirmations and in negations. Yes, to create affirmative sentences and negative sentences. In questions, it is not usual. It's not usual, as usual as the others. So it says, do you wish you lived closer to school? Do you wish you lived closer to school? This is the structure of a question in English. And we follow the same rule. You wish, the subject, wish, and later the past simple conjugation. You lived. But remember, this is not very common in our conversations, English, everyday conversations in English. We usually say this in affirmations and in negations. All right? Now that we have already seen several examples or how we can use this in different types of sentences, let me show you more examples, but in context, with a little more context. Look at the picture, and it says, it's raining today and I can't go outside. It's raining today and I can't go outside. I wish it was sunny. I wish it was sunny. So all of this is said by the woman that is in the picture. Let's continue. We can also say, I wish today was sunny. I wish today was sunny. Second example in context. I don't have a pet. I don't have a pet. There's a woman in the picture outside a store, pet store. She's looking at many different dogs, beautiful puppies and dogs there. And she says, maybe in her mind, yes, or maybe she says that out loud. "Ah, I wish I had a dog. I wish I had a dog." And she has for a moment that strong desire. She has for a moment that desire. I wish I had a dog. So here, let's continue with another example. Okay, so in the third example in context, I wanted to do something different and I wanted to challenge you. I want to challenge you to think about the verb that we must write or we must include, put in that space. I wish I taller, because this person says I'm not tall. I'm not tall. I'm not tall. I wish I Okay. The past for the verb to be is was. I wish I was taller. Okay? I wish I was taller. Now let's continue here with the next. Think about it. My phone is very old. And look at the picture. There's a woman with a note and its screen is broken. Yes, the screen of the phone seems to be broken and it seems to be very old. So she says, my phone is very old, and maybe in her mind or out loud, speaking loudly, she says, I wish I the verb here, a new phone. What verb can we use here? The verb have. Yeah, yes, you're right. But remember that it must go in past. So we say had. I wish I had a new phone. Okay, everyone? So I wish I had a new phone. And that's all. My examples in context are over. So let's continue practicing a little more with this structure. Here, I wanted to include a mini quiz about the past simple conjugation, because this is very important here. If we do not know this, the past conjugation, how is an affirmative sentence, how is a negation, etc., it is impossible, or well, we can create a sentence with I wish, but it will be wrong. So let's do a short quiz and let's understand this, how it works to create our sentences correctly. So, for example, the first exercise is this. It's a simple past quiz. The verb go in past is A, analyze that, B, C, or D. A, B, C, or D. For example, if you don't know the past for this verb, the recommendation is study. Study verbs in past. Study with the verbs that we use to describe your routine. Wake up, take, sleep, eat, go, work, etc. Study with verbs that you would use to describe your routine, to describe your day. So the past for go is went, went, went. Now, what is the correct option here? Not watch. Not watch. What's the negation for this verb? If I want to say watch in my sentence, but if I want to say it in a negative way, we say A doesn't watched. B, didn't watched. C, don't watch. And D, didn't watch. The correct option here is the last one. The last one. Didn't watch. The other options are not possible for these four sentences with I wish. The A is completely incorrect. The B is completely incorrect. The C is good, don't watch, but we use that in present when we are speaking in present. When we're speaking in past, we say I didn't watch. And this is I didn't watch. Okay, so here let's continue with the next. Have. What's the past conjugation for have? The past conjugation for this verb is had. Had. I have many friends in the past. I had a beautiful bicycle when I was a child. Yeah. I have to work. I had to work yesterday, etc. Create your own example with this verb. I had to study hard last night. I had a dog in the past. Good. And the last point of this quiz about the simple past conjugation is can buy. Can buy. For example, I say a present situation. Oh, I can't buy that TV because it is pricey, because it is a little expensive. Yeah. Or I can buy two hamburgers, one for you and one for me. I can buy positive. Now, what is that in past? The past for can is could. Could. Can in present, could in past. So in this case, we say, I could buy. Check out that the verb here, buy, is normal with can. So it is also normal with could buy. We can say, I wish I could buy that TV. I wish I could buy that house. I wish I could buy those shoes for my son or for my mom, etc. Okay, so I hope you could understand this. The past conjugation is in affirmation. We need to use the verb in past. And in negation, we need to use the auxiliary did, didn't, or did not. So, for example, here, The next part of this English session is this. Let's practice. What's the idea? The idea with this is that we are going to have some situations. There are two situations or three. I don't remember very well. I don't remember exactly how many I added, but we will read them. Yes, there are very few, so we will read them carefully. And later we will say an example using I wish. Okay? So situation number 1. It says, Maria works every day from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. When she gets home, she is too tired to do anything fun. She doesn't have time to go out with her friends or watch TV. Let's read it again one more time, especially to practice pronunciation of all the words we have there. Maria works every day from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. When she gets home, she is too tired to do anything fun. She doesn't have time to go out with her friends or watch TV. Well, what sentence? Let's say only one we can use to express desire. In this case, the sentence will start with she or with Maria, because this situation is about Maria. Yes, it's about her. So we say Maria or she, etc., etc., etc. Think about it. Something important to mention here, let's stop here for a while and let's mention something important. The conjugation of I wish, the I wish phrase is in past simple, right? But something important to consider is that the verb wish needs to be conjugated according to the subject. I mean, if I start the sentence with I say I wish. If I start the sentence talking about Maria or another person, for example, my sister or my brother, etc., I say my brother wishes. We need to include the conjugation of the present simple according to the subject. Wishes with es. Wishes. So in this case, here we say she wishes, she, and later the past simple conjugation. She wishes, she had more free time. She gets, because she works for a lot of hours. Yes, she works for a lot of hours. She gets home feeling very tired, very exhausted. and she would like to do many things to have fun, like going out with her friends, but she can't. So there's a moment when she says or when she thinks, I wish I had more free time. Yeah? Okay. Second situation, or situation number 2. I give you some seconds. Read the paragraph out loud. I recommend you to read out loud loudly. That way you practice pronunciation. Okay, so I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read now. Yes, I'm gonna read it now to help you with the pronunciation so that you can check and compare if the way you read this paragraph before was good, or if you need to learn or improve the pronunciation of any word. Okay, so it says Anna and Paul live far from their school. Every day they need to take 2 buses, and it takes more than an hour. Sometimes the buses are late and they arrive late to class. Who are they? Anna and Paul arrive late to class. I'll read it again. Anna and Paul live far from their school. Every day they need to take take 2 buses, and it takes more than an hour. Sometimes the buses are late and they arrive late to class. That's the consequence. The sentence expressing desire in this case is going to be with Anna and Paul or with they. Okay? Because we are going to say a sentence that they will probably say to express desire. They want the present situation be different. So they say they wish they closer to school. They wish they closer to school. Okay. Closer is with ER because we are using the comparative adjective. Closer is the comparative adjective. So we say lived in past, lived. At the end, the pronunciation for this verb is lived. They wish they lived close to school. And the last situation is this. Situation number 3. I live in a noisy street, and every night it's hard to sleep because of the traffic. One more time. I live in a noisy street, and every night it's hard to sleep because of the traffic. There are cars passing by, yeah, all the time, so it's hard to sleep because of the traffic. This person says, I wish I in this noisy street. What about creating the sentence in negation? What's the negation in simple past? Do you remember? I wish I didn't live in this noisy street. We can also create many more different examples. In positive examples like I wish I lived in a quieter place. I wish I lived in a different neighborhood or in a different place. And that's all. Well, so that's the end for that exercise, for the practice with situations. It's time to continue with the second part of this English session. The second part is with if only. We are going to learn about that, if only. So here, for example, let me show you. If only expresses desire. Yes, this expresses desire about the present, as I wish. Yes, it has the same intention and it has the same conjugation as I wish. However, there's a slight difference. There's a small difference here, and is that we use if only to be more emotional. This a sentence with if only is stronger and dramatic. Dramatic. So if you say or if you express desire using if only, you sound emotional, stronger, and especially dramatic. The one that is more common, the most common option in spoken English or in everyday conversations, in daily conversations, is I wish. I wish is the most common one. However, remember, if you wanna sound more dramatic, you can use if only. Will be okay. This is the same conjugation, if only, subject in simple past. The difference is the connotation that or the message, the message or the the message it gives. This sounds more dramatic and more emotional. Let's practice. Anna feels very shy. She's shy. Do you know what shy means? Shy is similar to timid. Timid. Anna feels very timid or shy when she can't and she can talk easily with new people. When she is surrounded by new people, she feels shy, she feels insecure, and she doesn't like to speak, or she doesn't feel confident to speak with other people, etc. Sometimes Anna knows this, yes, and she doesn't like feeling this way when she's surrounded by people. So sometimes she wishes, and sometimes she says, if only I was more confident. If only I was more confident. The other way would be, I wish, yes, Anna says, I wish I was more confident. And if we create the sentence with Anna, we say, Anna wishes she was more confident. Second example. It's raining all week and I can't go out with my friends. It's raining all week, or it has been raining all week and I can't go out with my friends. This person says, if only the weather was better, if only the weather was better today. The other way would be, I wish the weather was better. Yes? Option number 1, if only the weather was better. Option number 2. Option number 1, if only the weather was better. Option number 2, I wish the weather was better. Okay, so that's all. Yes. So I have this question for you. After practicing with several examples and after analyzing and reading carefully many different examples in contexts, what about you? Let's create your own examples. What do you wish about your life right now? What do you wish about your present reality? What do you want to change about your present? So, for example, you can say, I wish or if only. Remember, the I wish option is the most common or is the option that people use the most when they're speaking. If only sounds more dramatic, emotional. So you can say, I wish I had my own house. What's the present reality? You pay rent every month, yeah? You live in an apartment that isn't yours. So you say, I wish I had a house. I wish I could buy my own house. Yeah? That can be a common example. What else? Think about your own examples. I don't have a car. I wish I had a car to go everywhere on weekends, to visit new places, to visit my family whenever I want. Yeah? I don't live in a house, or I live in a house without a patio, let's say, patio or garden. Or I live in a house without a balcony, and I really like having balcony. So I can say, I wish this house had a balcony. I wish this house had a patio to have my plants because I like having plants, so I can't have plants because this house doesn't have a patio. Can you see? So it's very easy. We just need to follow the rules that I gave you before. To finish, I want to show you some more examples. I wish I spoke better English because I usually feel nervous when I talk to foreigners. Number 2, I wish I lived near the beach because I love swimming and I could go everywhere. Sorry, I could go every day. And number 3, I wish today was, oh, I miss the word sunny, maybe? I wish today was sunny. Oh, wait a moment. I wish today was, I have worked a lot. I don't remember what my idea was in this part. I have worked a lot this week and I need some rest. So here, let's say, I wish today was Sunday. Can be possible. People do not work on weekends. Yes. So I wish today was Saturday because I don't work on Saturdays and I have worked a lot this week. So I need that I feel that I have to rest. I need some rest, to take some rest. That can be. Okay. So, well, these are some examples. Try to create your own examples, and I will be very happy to read your examples in the chat. Write them below, and I will check them later and give you feedback. Yes, give you feedback and give you recommendations in case you have any mistake. I will be very happy to read your comments below this video. To finish, this is like a conclusion. I wish and if only. I wish I could speak English fluently, and if only I could speak English fluently. It's the same conjugation, and these are two ways to express desire about a present situation, something that happens in the present, and you want it to be different. Okay? So this is all. This is all for this English session. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for supporting my videos, clicking the button subscribe or giving me a like or comment. Yes, writing in the comments your own examples. I really appreciate all of your support and all of that. Thank you. Have an excellent day and see you later. Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.